family and silly squirrel followers. Welcome back to the journey. I got Max over here. Chubbs is somewhere. The dogs are all over the place. I'm out here. I'm trying to get the lawn mowed. And today we did a stress test at the Snowball stand here. And we had 32 people show in 2 hours. So, got busy. I found some flaws in what I'm doing. Some techniques I've got to work on, and another piece of appliance that I need to purchase. So in the 32 snowballs, my ice machine went empty. Luckily I had the freezer inside, so I had 11 bags. I still have 11 bags of ice that are in the freezer. So worst case scenario, if I needed to start breaking bags of ice open, I had ice available. But if I do get super busy, I mean, that's only a 2-hour window, and I'm sure, it can get a lot busier than we were in those 2 hours. So like I said, in 2 hours, 32 people, so 16 people an hour on average, and it had us busy. So I'll go through, I'll show you what I've been doing, the progress here at Silly Squirrel Snowballs, today's Homesteader's Homestead. And then I'll go inside and show you the inside as well. There goes the boys playing around. Okay, so this is the Horseshoe Pits. So me and Ty got to play some horseshoes today. So there's that to that. And yes, the poles are 42 feet or 40 feet across from each other. I'm in the process weed eating here. I just got mowed over there. I'm trying to figure out with chair placements and everything like that how I want to set everything up. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put a gate right here next to the dumpster, and I'm going to do that 4-foot fence coming around the gravel path. This is what I did. So that broken concrete, the broken sidewalk that was all over the place, got rid of all that, left this concrete, and then I did a rock path all the way up. I went ahead, I brought a couple chairs over after the stress test, and those chairs just to get them out of the way so I can mow. But I'm trying to get a feel on what I want to do. If you see the video clip, the open sign was lit. That's the open sign up there. I hurried up, turned it off so I don't have people stopping. And then I have my big close sign that you can see through the window. For those of you that have been following the journey from Colorado, that was at the petting zoo. Welcome to our journey. And then down there at the end, when people get in their cars to pull out, is thank you for being a part of the journey. So I had that set up. The squirrel thing that was here, I went ahead, I tacked that onto the building just to have the squirrel as part of it. And then this is what I did right here. I did the flavors. That's the flavors we have right now. Of course, I can add another board here and then another board up top and do all flavors like that. And then the sizes, prices, I might cut that in half so I can add flavors over to that one as we get more flavors. But I was picking everybody's brain on what we should be selling the snowballs for, and then just do a little tip jar there just in case. So yeah, so I went to get pool noodles. I want to put pool noodles around the edge of this. They're out of pool noodles right now, so I'll have to wait for them to come in. But I cut that back. That used to hang out way out here. And then, of course, this is the water line that I did, septic line, that I cut here and went brand new pipe inside. I'll go over that when I go back inside. So, got this side mowed. Got a bunch of dirt filled in here. Every year I'll order some dirt and try to get the ground more level, but for now it is what it is. We have to work with what we got. Bought a trash can, put trash can here. The great part about this county, with everybody that came, boom, all the trash is in the trash can. Let that truck pass. Nobody threw any cups on the ground. Everybody either threw them in the dumpster or in the trash can. So I'm very, very appreciative of that nobody just threw cups or napkins or anything all over the place. Inside these cones are the poles that are, or the stakes that are hammered down. They go about a foot or so down into the ground. That's what our flying flags go on. So I had the 3 up front. I have one right here in the bushes on the other side and one on the end. And that does that. I have all my safari umbrellas that I brought from the petting zoo as well. So my goal was to take those and put them in these metal poles that I bought yesterday. These poles were $40. Use a T-post pounder to drive them down, and it turns out it's about 1.5 feet too short. You got a duct to go underneath the umbrella. So I'm gonna have to get the 10-foot poles, not cut them in half, and I'm gonna have to figure, I might just take the poles, move them over by the chairs, and have a tilt or something like that to it. Call the people for the thing. I can't think of the name of it right now. Yes, the cornhole people, Kendra. I know, I told you, after Memorial Day when people are back to work, then I'll go ahead and do that. I've got that planned for tomorrow, along with getting new tires. And then that sign was from the petting zoo as well. So I had that right there next to the propane tank. So we don't need an explosion going on there. But it's been a busy, hot day. It was a good stress test. Got to get things figured out a little bit. And now I know flavor-wise on what is selling right now. Well, not selling because I wasn't selling. But I have an idea of what people want. So this is the inside here. So this is the final setup. These are open, so that's why they're sitting here. I went ahead, I put all the overstock up there so it's out of the way. So if syrup or something gets dripped, it doesn't get onto the bag sticking out. Also with the cup sticking out, I didn't want to hit my knees or anything like that. So all the cups are out there. The ice scoop, the expensive ice scoop, that is right there. Then the water line, you can see the water drips, goes down, tees in, goes over here, and goes out the septic line. Got the ice maker right there with the stand that I built, the water filter, and then this is the freezer. You can see all those bags of ice. And then the machine that you slide the bags through to tape it. The hot water heater, which hasn't changed. Mop sink, that is something I just got plumbed this morning. I went all the way till about 11:40 before I got all this completed. So I have that there. I got my hand wash sink in here. So of course, everything works now. Got cold water, got hot water. Same thing over here. Got the hand wash sink in. Now there was a busted piece here. So it's not the main big stainless steel piece, but I was able to buy one that was big enough that it covers the hole, and then I siliconed it. So it works for now, hot and cold. I have my paper towels, my hand soap, and then what I was doing was I had the check things. I bought those at Walmart. I bought 2 5-packs so that way I can take orders. But I had that here, have my pen here. I'm able to talk to everybody, write down what they wanted, and then go over. So for those of you that are interested in what was the hot sellers, thank you, DT. I appreciate it. If you want to pause the video, for those of you that want to see this later and see the flavors, we had the 30, and then I had 2 more at the end. I didn't write down. It was strawberry. So that's the 32 flavors that people chose. Some people liked mixing like tiger's blood and blue raspberry. Some people did watermelon and spearmint, cherry and ice cream. There was banana and cherry. So people had ideas of what they wanted to try, and that's what they did. And then here's the cups people will be able to see through the window when the clothesign's not there. I went ahead, bought some of these for the cash, if people don't pay with credit cards. And then the napkin set up, the spoons. So it was perfect. So I would come over here, I would write down on the checkbook. I sit that right there. Come over here, grab a cup right there. And then of course, it's wet ice now. It's just very little, so it's not coming out as snow. You have to fill it 3/4 way for it to have the weight to push down. But this was perfect. All the extra snow that came out the machine went right into the drain, went straight down into the septic, and then of course the water lines that I plumbed in as well. So that worked out perfect. I went ahead last night. I stayed up. I put in a new box. They had that little plastic one that was sitting here, and I needed an outlet. So I went ahead and got a steel box, two receptacles. That way I could put a GFI, since the machine's right here, that's water. So I had the GFI for that, and then the light switch for this room. And then I just went ahead, just to please the inspector when he comes this week, I went ahead and got an OSHA first aid kit, bolted that to the wall just so I have that as well. And then I would go with the cup, come over here, get whatever syrup they wanted. I had the book to look at. Come down here, grab a couple napkins, wrap napkins around, grab a spoon, and then out the window it went. So for those of you asking about the condensed milk, I did buy it. I did get the squirt bottles, so I have that. I have my rags, and then the extra napkins, the extra spoons. That's all the ice making stuff. That's the bag and the cellophane tape and the twist ties that they send. And then this is all the flags that go out. So it's been a busy day. And then also last night, I also did this one. So when I cut a hole in the wall, there was an outlet. I capped the wires and put the wires inside the wall, which I knew where the wires were in the wall. So I went ahead and cut a hole because I needed power to run the open sign, because the only other outlet is way down this way that the AC unit is plugged into. So I did that, and then I've got fly tape in the glass up here. I got a fly stick up there, so that way that stops the flies. But with the AC running in this room, and then the door that I just have sitting here now, I got to get hinges to get it up there. It keeps the flies out pretty well, because the flies don't like the ice cold temperature in here, and it feels really good not being outside. And then you open that outside window, and it's a relief to get that chill taken off of you. And then right here, I got this gate. I have a chain that's back up over here somewhere, right there, and that goes up and clips onto that bolt. You gotta actually clip it, so that way somebody can't just untie it. And then I've got to take a piece of fence from this pole to the other pole, but the chairs are all in the way. And then I also have to do that other strip of fence, and then I still have to run all this fencing. I need another pole here and another pole over there to build that bracing for that curve. And I'll have that 6-foot fence come this way, 6-foot fence to the gate. And then I'm doing the 4-foot fence coming up. I'll do a gate right here next to the dumpster, and then 4-foot fence all the way around, probably to where the fat trap is. So that way people can't just come in from the parking lot and do stuff. They actually have to come in this way. And then eventually build a pavilion up there. I've got the 2 glider benches and the trash can up there. And then I was out of cash until I get my money next week. And then I'll be able to buy some more trash cans and put different trash cans throughout. So it's been a busy week. For those of you that don't know, I went to Colorado. I had to go get rest of my stuff out of Colorado because Colorado is sold. And so I had to leave the boys. The boys were happy that Daddy came back home. And they're out of the heat, except for now they're out here moseying around while I mow the lawn. But Colorado is done. I don't have to leave Arkansas again, which is the best thing in the world, because I did not want to leave Arkansas yet again. So it's great to be back home in Arkansas. It's great to do those stress tests. Like I said, I need certain ideas and things. Rags, I grabbed rags. It was a good thing I grabbed rags, because I had 7 people at one time at the window waiting. So as you start getting a pace going, sometimes the syrup squirts extra or overshoots the snowball. So it's really nice with that plexiglass. I'm glad I thought of the plexiglass, because you just take a rag, wipe it up. You got the sink right there. You rinse the rag, boom, you're ready to go again. And knowing how to set everything out and do it the way I did. The only thing I definitely want to get as soon as I can is the stainless steel foam cup holders that I can anchor to the wall above that sink where the Snowball machine is, so that way I can just grab the cup right there and go, instead of trying to hold the bag in one hand and grab the cup in the other. So there's going to be some things that I'll add to it, and then of course, like I said, this winter I want to rip everything out. I want to do all stainless steel benches, stainless steel tabletops and everything like that, to make everything even smoother, and then get rid of the drywall, get some solid walls that if I need to hang some shelves and stuff like that, I can do that. And that's pretty much it. So I've got to get new tires this week. Tomorrow I also got to call the people in Leslie about the cornhole, because I was supposed to call them a couple weeks ago, and that's been all mixed up between my place in Colorado selling, me closing on the squirrel, then trying to get the snowball stand going, trying to get all this fencing done so the dogs have a yard to run in, taking care of the animals over on the homestead, and everything in between. So this week will be a process. The main important thing is getting tires ordered for my truck, because my alignment's off. I need to get alignment done as well as soon as I get the new tires. And then I've got to get a trailer load of hay. I've got to call the cornhole people. I have my health inspection sometime this week, and then I need to get a trailer load of fencing material so I can get the fencing up here, get working on the yard here, the hangout area for the snowball stand, and then go from there. And then next week, June 6th, we open. So at that point I'll be working 7 days a week, and the dogs won't know what to do. Isn't that right, monkeys? Monkeys, what you doing, monks? So with that, I'm gonna go finish mowing the yard, get things done here, and then I'm gonna take it easy, because I need a couple days of rest after all the hours of traveling, all the miles, and then doing stress tests today. And then, like I said, 11:40 it took me to get all the plumbing completely done. So I was cutting really close, because I did not want to be past the 12 o'clock and have people show up and not. And I did. I had people here at 12 o'clock. Have a decent dinner too. Well, DT, I still have not got a kitchen built. So it's going to consist of what I picked up yesterday, which was a pepperoni and a cheese Little Caesar pizza, because I knew with my tires I don't want to be driving on them, because I've got the metal wire now coming through part of the rubber, which I knew the tires were getting bad after all those miles with them being towed in. But I had to do what I had to do, so I ruined the tires by going all those miles. But until I have a full kitchen, and until I have tires, if I had tires, I would probably go into Harrison tonight to go to Colton's to get a steak dinner. But tonight it's just going to be reheated pizza and soda, Coke, like always, since I got a Coke addiction. And yeah, as soon as I have tires and I can go get a decent dinner, then I will do that. So for now, I can at least get a good soak in the tub, lay on the couch, watch some TV, and just get a little bit of rest. So I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. The week's coming up. It's always Wednesday for me, so hopefully it's not always Wednesday for you when you own camels. It's always hump day. Cold pizza counts. Yep. Well, when you got Italian that runs through your blood, cold pizza is better than a lot of things that people eat. So with that, I hope everybody has a great week. And when I go and open next week for the opening, or one of the days I'm open, I will do a video with all the flags out and the open sign on and stuff like that. Just a little short video, since everybody's been asking me to do a video on that, so they can see how it looks when I'm open. And since I'm not officially open yet, and today was just a 2-hour stress test, I didn't do it because I had people waiting in the parking lot. So I hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for being part of the journey.